Keeping government data safe is important for all of us. Governments hold a lot of data, like data about businesses, individuals, and crop yields and agricultural exports. Some of this data is personal, like individual income levels, and some isn't, like rainfall data and flood levels. The data held by government can be used for many things, like effectively targeting services where they'll have the greatest benefit, providing valuable insight that leads to better policy making, and evaluating programs so they can be tailored to keep pace with community needs. By sharing and combining datasets, government agencies and researchers can get a much richer and more accurate picture of the world we live in, making it easier to improve the services and policies they deliver. A key role for government agencies is to keep the data they hold safe. The more sensitive the data, the more safeguards need to be in place. Where datasets are to be shared or combined, government agencies need to be especially careful to safeguard that data well. There are 5 data sharing principles that help government agencies make informed decisions about when and how to share datasets safely and effectively. Understanding the sensitivity of the data. The more sensitive the data to be shared, the greater the data safeguards that need to be in place. Data about the size of Australia's population, for instance, may not need protection and can be publicly released. More sensitive data needs more data safeguards. And some data, such as that which deals with national security, might never be shared beyond the agency that holds it. Sharing data for a clearly authorised purpose. Government agencies can share data when they have the consent from the people who provided it, or when there is legislation which has been passed by Parliament allowing it. Even when data sharing is allowed, agencies have to consider the projects the data will be used for very carefully and weigh up whether the projects have strong public benefits. Sharing data with accredited users. The more sensitive the dataset is, the smaller the number of people who should have access to it. Community-wide data, like unemployment rates, can be released publicly. More personal data, like an update to a person's address details, might only be shared between relevant service delivery agencies, each of which has strong data safeguards in place. Highly personal data, like information about individuals' health, might only be shared with an established research institution, which has met a series of strict criteria, keeping data in a safe and secure environment. Whether data is sitting in a government agency or being shared with an accredited user, it is critical that it be kept in a safe environment with physically secure premises and protected IT systems, where the information is safeguarded from cyber threats, and where good data management processes are established. And lastly, ensuring results from data sharing projects don't reveal information about people or businesses. If a government agency shares a dataset, they are also responsible for what happens to that data. Health researchers might link pharmaceutical data to data about individuals' health outcomes to get information on the side effects of certain drugs. But from that research, they can only publicly release a list of drugs and their side effects, not information about the individuals involved. The output from the data must be totally anonymous before being released or shared. Together, these data sharing principles ensure that data is only shared when it is safe to do so, and used only to benefit the lives of Australians.